with the 3DEXPERIENCE platform. So again, it's not an engineering topic. It's encompassing the whole enterprise up to the procurement. To share a real-world example, I'm pleased to invite on stage Mr. Thomas Kamla. Thomas Kamla, SVP and CTO of Volkswagen.
Philip, first of all, thank you for the invitation, Uwe, Pascal, and Philip, to talk a little bit about Volkswagen.
Exactly. So I have four simple questions for you, Thomas. In the current economical and geopolitical context, how is our partnership accelerating your product development and manufacturing?
Yeah, what is the situation, actually? It is a little bit on the slide here. So we see a lot of very interesting developments in the economy. We have our favorite president in the US, with his politics of tariffs. So that's what we see. We are coming from one crisis to another crisis, semiconductor crisis, the crisis in the war in Ukraine that we had, but what impacted us on the wiring dramatically in the past. So, and we see also challenges in our economy in Germany. And of course, we see a lot of competitors coming, especially from the Chinese market. And what do we need to tackle this really challenging situation? We need speed, and we have to decrease our R&D spendings dramatically. And that's why we also, that's what was also one discussion, Pascal, what we had with our board members when we met, to implement the 3DEXPERIENCE at Volkswagen, not at Volkswagen brand, for the whole group. So we are focusing on these two major KPIs. That's what we always said. We have to shorten the development time to be able to be more adaptable to the environment, to customer demands and regulatory. And we have to reduce the spendings up to 200 million. That's what we've written per year in the whole group. So that was one reason why we decided on 3DEXPERIENCE and the partnership with Dassault. And looking at our current situation, we have, to tell it a little bit to the audience, we have more than 450 tools only in Volkswagen R&D, 450. Then it's easy to understand that we have to have a real effort to manage all the interfaces. We have a lot of spendings per year to keep the interfaces running. We have a lot of gaps between these tools, and this cannot work. This is just inefficient. So, and that's why we have decided to come to this platform strategy. What is a little bit here shown on this slide, to have a platform for the ALM, to have a platform for our enterprise architecture. This is new, so the Dassault system, and also to have a platform for our data backbone. So that's our strategy. So we want to come from this 450 tools to a real platform strategy, and the Dassault system is for us a real perfect partner to execute this, because you have the technology, you have the platform. We were talking about virtual twin and AI-powered environment. That's what we also want to implement in our organization. And I'm really looking forward to have the companion for the regulatory that Florence presented before in our departments. So that will speed us dramatically. And the other thing, what we decided is also we had a lot of customizing in the past with our partners. We decided on an out-of-the-box solution with SaaS software as a service and cloud-based.
So we have unveiled today, and so already in February, 3D universes. So in fact, Thomas and his team is already seeing today's solution through the eyes, of the strategy that was just presented. And it's an eye-opener. I think it was an eye-opener on how to solve some of your challenges.
Exactly. And we want to build this roadmap together. I explain later a little bit what we bring in. And Dassault Systems brings in the technology that you have. We bring in our latest products and technology. So we want to have a real long-term partnership where we are able to develop the roadmap together.
So second topic, Thomas, is about software-defined vehicle. In fact, as a global auto leader, you were facing today challengers. Let's call them challengers. And in fact, they sometimes adopt easily new modern ways to work, easy, simple. So how are you responding to that?
Software-defined vehicle, that's a word, it's a magic word. I want to explain it a little bit. Maybe you allow me a little tech deep dive here with this slide. So in the past, we had a decentralized EE architecture, so EE and software architecture. So we had more than 150 control units per car. They were all developed by suppliers. The know-how and the software was implemented, embedded. So that was not just black boxes for us. So and now we were moving from this architecture of the past to a domain-oriented architecture. So that this is the step where what we have now in place in our cars, where we have the big domains, the body, the powertrain, ADAS, infotainment in a certain central unit. With this, we were able to update our architecture. So it was a really good first step, but it is not enough. It is expensive, and it is not enough to have a good upgradability and updatability of the functions. Next step, software-defined vehicle, would be to have some central architecture. So compared to our body and organism, it's the brain and the heart, where you have central control units, and you have just zonal architectures. They are somehow dumb, but you need this. We on our body, it's compared to the legs or the arms. We need this to move or to touch someone. So that's why it's a little bit compared to our to the architecture that we are moving on. So and that is a step that we developed together with our colleagues from Rivian. In the West, so Rivian, Volkswagen Technology is also a client of you. So and 3DEXPERIENCE will also help us to exchange data much more efficient as in the past, and with Xiaopeng in China for China. So that's what we do, and we all benefit from this development, because we are able to develop a customer-defined vehicle. So that's what our task is. We are developing customer-defined vehicle with their architecture. We bring in our latest products and the heritage knowledge of how to develop platforms and cars. Well, we are really strong in this. We have historical data, as mentioned before. So that's really what we do. And they bring in the knowledge from the new kids on the block. So that's what we do. And this is also maybe a very interesting thing. We are moving from a more product development oriented development up towards a customer-centric development of experiences. And I think both companies, Dassault Systems and also we at Volkswagen, we are matching perfectly together to reach this goal. And that's the slide I really like, because that's my daily work.
You are in charge.
I'm in charge. I'm in charge of this product. I really like it. So this is a customer-defined vehicle. It's our ID.1, and so Pascal, I've written powered by the Dassault system. Why is this important? Because with this car we implement really new things at Volkswagen. This is the first car where we implement the software-defined, that's the SDV architecture that we developed with Rivian. So this is the first car, and this is the first car where we implemented 3DEXPERIENCE. And we want to shorten our processes. We want to reduce the R&D spendings, and this is let's say the first testimonial where we have the chance to perform together.
Okay. Well understood. So quickly, the two last questions. Regulation. And in fact, also you say you work with China, you work with the US, so also in a global supply chain, value network environment. How can the platform help you?
A very hard step from ID.1 to regulations. So as France said before, we are in Volkswagen document oriented as well. So we had the Dieselgate. We had 5 years monitorship in-house, and we have had to optimize or rework all of our processes that they are bulletproof, and that was right. So that was right, really. So, but how is our approach on this, or was our approach on this? We do everything with a 4 eyes control. So 4 eyes control means that a responsible manager has to approve or sign the results, the approvals of the certain maturity gates and milestones. Yeah, and we do this with manpower, with meetings, with documents. And for the future, we want to do it with your powerful platform where compliance is implemented by design in the platform, and the engineer sees every day if he's compliant or not with his results. That's maybe the main let's say game changer for us when we talk about this field here.
So we can switch now to the last question, because as you've seen, we're shifting to 3D universes. So of course, in Volkswagen already, virtual twin is adopted, as well as the knowledge and know-how platform. How do you see further potential and collaboration on the topic?
Yeah, let me start with this here. So we have this overarching targets. I've mentioned before, we have to cut our cost R&D spending. We have to reduce the development time, and we have also increased the quality of our products. And for us, you as Dassault Systems are our partner to reach this goals, this overarching goals, and to fulfill our ambition. That's what we talk about every time when we talk about with the board members. So that's really the overarching target. And of course, you are helping us with your technology, with the virtual twin, with AI, with the 3DX, to implement our core initiatives like system engineering implementation or an AI-based engineering process. We are working on this project already together with your team here. And that helps us to let's say speed up and improve our processes dramatically. So what really important is on this way, it has to be a long-term partnership with a really good understanding of the partners. So, and what we bring in as Volkswagen is we bring in all our brands, Volkswagen, Porsche, Audi, Seat, Cupra, Skoda. So they are all in in our partnership. We bring the latest technology. I explained before the SDV. We bring our latest products. So the implementation is not just another implementation project. It is the ID.1. It's the project for Volkswagen, and it's the EQ8 at Audi. So there are really high performance and let's say highly important projects for us in Volkswagen. And of course, you bring in something else.
Yeah, we in fact. So you've heard, Elisa, the power of the expertise of each of the brands, the industry knowledge and know-how that we have as well. And of course, the virtual companions, and I think more than that, a friendship.
The friendship, yeah, that's really important. So, from my perspective, I'm just talking for Volkswagen, but I think it's the same as you. We are ready to shape the future together. So I think we have a really good chance to move forward and be really successful with these projects.
We will. Thank you. Thank you so much.